During the 1984 miners' strike, I was a firefighter at Port Talbot. I was chair of the branch of the Fire Brigade Union at the station, and we were on duty on a night shift, and we had a call to a grass fire alongside the M4 motorway at Margam. On arrival at the incident, we were obviously, there must have been about, I would say, over 1,000 miners there protesting against the actual taking away of the iron ore out of Port Talbot. And the first thing the police said to us when we arrived there, put the hose on the miners, which obviously we refused point blank. And the officer in charge said, put the fire out and we will return to the station. And that's exactly what happened on that particular morning.
What was the general opinion from Fire Brigade Union members towards striking miners?
Oh, well, we obviously give massive support to the miners. We had collections at stations, and it was not a month, it was every week we collected at the station for the miners and presented our proceeds to the branch of the miners.
Did the Fire Brigade Union support the miners any other way? Was there any other things going on?
Yes, the Fire Brigade Union supported the miners in a big way, because our leader of the Fire Brigade Union, Ken Cameron, gave Scargill plenty of money to support him during the strike.
And what was the general opinion of Fire Brigade Union members about the strike? Did they think it was a noble strike, a worthwhile cause, or do they think it was what was opinion on fire stations?
We all knew, right, though, that it was a worthwhile cause. You know, going down underground digging coal, that wasn't an easy job. And I mean, we supported them in every way during the strike. And, you know, there was a lot of hardship. I mean, we didn't see it so much in the town, but in the valleys, it was very difficult, you know, with families. Yeah, well, you know, it was a coincidence that where the pickets were on the entrance to steelworks, and the caravans were deliberately burnt out, not by people working in the steelworks. It was people who policed the area.
So what do you think the lasting impact of the miners' strike has been to the valley communities and also like Port Talbot?
Well, you know, the miners' strike destroyed, once they started closing the collieries down, the communities in the valleys were just obliterated. And as you can see today, you know, it was a case that people had to then move out to the valleys to seek work, albeit that, you know, a lot of the miners were moved around from pit to pit. But then that entailed a lot of travelling for them and going to further pits further afield.
Did you have any friends who were miners or a family?
Oh, I had many friends who were miners and family. Yeah, I had family living in Blaengonvie. Obviously I'm born and bred in Blaengonvie, and that's where I grew up in the mining community. But everything revolved around the collieries, really, albeit that the Avon colliery had closed prior to the miners' strike of '84. But at the end of the day, you know, it was then, once every colliery closed, they just had to go and find work elsewhere.
And what do you think the opinion of the general public was for the miners' strike in South Wales, from what you can remember? Well,
it was a sad reflection. I mean, South Wales was, you know, known for mining industry. I mean, when you look at the percentage of people that actually worked in the mines in South Wales, and, you know, the communities depended on the mines. The mines opened. When the mines closed, the railways closed. That, you know, it isolated everything from the valley, and there was never any work brought back to the valleys.
But did the strike have good support from the general public, do you think?
100% they had good support. there were, you know, one or two people who disagreed with it. But at the end of the day, I would say 99.9% of people voted and supported the miners' strike.